Just one photograph is all I have of you. I'll wait for fate again. But this photograph brings me back to you. I'll test my fate again. It's not so easy now. My world flipped upside down. Maybe I'll see you around, or maybe never.
Up, you fucks. I gotta get my green screen set up here. I'll move back over here so you fucks can't see what I'm doing. What's up, Elijah, Ryan, Andrew? Got Noisy B in the house. Luxy, what's up, guys? Y'all didn't know I have a playlist on Spotify with all the music I listen to that I fly to. Called the Ultimate FPV Playlist. Head over there and follow that bitch. Okay. So I got a couple videos I want to show you guys right off the bat. This one I haven't even watched.
You're such a copycat. Videos are dumb.
Why are you sharing your feelings?
You won't make it.
You don't fit the mold.
Everyone has to start somewhere. I know it can be easy to let your circumstances define you, but there is strength in overcoming the things in life you didn't choose. There are going to be people who love to believe you don't exist. They downplay your accomplishments and achievements so you constantly feel as though you have something to prove. It's up to you to continue to push yourself and never lose sight in the fact that you're finally doing what you always dreamt of doing.
Falling, dreaming, talking in your sleep. I know you want to cry all night. Plotting, scheming, finding reason to defend all of your violent nights. Promise me. Don't you grow up in a hurry. Your mama be worried.
That's J.R. Lee's clothing brand. You guys can support him over there at outofsight.ca apparently. The Bone, no caps. How's it going, guys? Yeah, that's a J.R. Lee video. Time I get a notification from him, I get excited. But I waited to watch this with you guys. It wasn't long, but you can tell that the dude knows what he's doing. One of his older videos that I really enjoy. 21.9.
I've tried to stop living in time and start living more in moments.
It kind of feels like my two worlds are colliding.
I think I'm really good at coming across as this really confident person, but that's not always the case.
The last couple months I've just been running through life from all my problems and not facing it.
There's that certain happiness we all are trying to find within ourselves, and just to accept who we are as people, as a person.
I remember being at the lowest point in my life where I've just lost all hope and will to be alive.
Anytime I was going through anything in life, I would share my stories, my struggles, and in a way it was therapeutic. It helped me.
Making films and telling people stories is one thing that makes me happy. Me having the opportunity to showcase different people's perspectives on the world makes me feel like I'm doing something good in the world.
My whole life just flashed before my eyes, and I just thought about all of the beautiful moments I've had in life so far. I thought about the people and the memories that I've shared with those people. It kind of pulled me back. I'm glad it did, because I'm here now. I feel like I'm meant to be here.
I know a lot of people will tell you that things will get better, and part of you inside still feels like maybe it won't.
It's very hard trying to come out of that. I'm still not fully there yet, but we only have so much time on this earth. I've been working on just letting the simple things make me happy. And just really appreciating my friends and my family and the people who care about me.
I wish I could tell younger me that people care. People love you and people will miss you, and just to hold on just a little bit longer, because things get better.
these are the moments that I'll remember for the rest of my life, and sometimes you have to stop and enjoy those, because they'll be the ones that pull you out of that dark place, JR. It's okay to be a little broken.
How life carries on endlessly, even after death, with shortness of breath. You explain the infinite, how rare and beautiful it is to even exist. But I couldn't help but ask you to say it all again. I tried to write it down, but I could never find a pen. I'd give anything to hear you say it one more time, that the universe was made just to be seen by my eyes.
The dude knows how to make you feel some shit, that's for damn sure. Haven't watched this one from Peter. Yeah, Peter.
We are creatures of habit, yearning for a way to be heard but rarely stop to hear. Caught up in our phones, worried about matching tones, rather have likes than lives, and for what? For validation? From a nation that operates on a false belief that we're not as important without a blue check or a first-class seat? It's a social status over a social life, an online presence rather than being present. Running from the rat race and the corporate life, swiping a card to fill a void, hitting buy to fulfill a choice of staleness. Stuck in a wheel to earn someone else's meal when all we really need is to wake up. The realization to open the door that's in front of us but refuse to walk through because we're being too cautious. We're trapped in a cycle of a grind that's glorified to work so hard we're blind to the things that really matter before our time is up and we're left unsatisfied. Here today, gone tomorrow, but we have a choice. It's when we stop to listen that we end up living. It's when you fall apart that you make real art. Freedom from a world that's conforming us, accepting a world that's transforming us into creatures of habit. Break the habit.
Like this out of the water. Break the habit. A little short video for Peter. And then this one I saw today too. This was this is from Cinecom. Jordy here with Cinecom.net. I guess my camera back on? Alright. Yeah, so this channel, Cinecom, if you guys are into Premiere tutorials, is a great channel to follow. I learned a lot from this fucking guy. Yeah, once you get past his voice, fine. But this probably doesn't have old Jordy in it. Like it's just a short film.
Repeats.
Collaboration with Adobe. What's up, Gravy? Flight. ass light with the wires hanging out. Sick. Guess he likes carrots. That eyeball tracking though.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. It's a little side project that I've been working on for the past couple of weeks, and I know that it is a little bit different than what I usually do, but I really do hope that it's kind of inspired you. Now, I truly want to thank Adobe for the collaboration on this project. If you would like to know how I created some of the effects from this video, well then definitely make sure to go to the tutorial playlist by clicking in the card up there. You'll also find a card right here on my left and also a link in the description below to that playlist. Also guys, check out the Adobe Creative Cloud channel further as they publish a bunch of tutorials that I can highly recommend to check out. So also make
What's up, Gravy? How you doing tonight, bud? Vicious Vice in the house, Michael War, Danger Dave. Yeah, actually, Virgin's sitting right next to me. We were working on getting some music for this edit that we're working on together. But I think we nailed down the song. Might have an opening shot. The rest seems to flow the same. So this video I saw, I didn't watch it yet, but I've been seeing a lot of people's videos on Facebook that are just horribly fucking colored. Like, you can straight up ruin footage with a bad color. Like Kieran Weed. Fuck it up right at the end. Have some dank shit, but don't finish it properly. It was all for nothing. Artemis Prime, what's up? Let's see what old Maddie's got to say about color grading. I actually learned a lot about color grading from this.
It's just me. I got a little bit carried away because I got the microfogger to work. My bad, I was just a little bit impatient. It just wasn't fully charged. But look at these shafts of light you get with it. Super cool.
God rays.
He
Look
bought
at
a
that
portable
guy.
smoke machine, or you can
All
just
because of the microfogger.
That did not work like I planned it to. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna be doing a meetup in Toronto at the Canon Creator Lab on August 22nd. I think it's at 6:30 p.m. I'll link it down below. I would love to see all of you guys there, all 720. Maybe not all 720.
But just look at this. Like, the skin doesn't look fake, but it looks like it has color. Like, he looks tan, you know, but he doesn't look fake. That's how you can tell a good color grade is. The person looks still like a person and not like a fucking oompa.
20,000, but a lot of you would be, it would be nice to see a lot of you there. I'm
Put that
like
vape down,
addicted
Maddie.
to this thing. I don't know why I keep coughing. It doesn't actually smell like anything, but it just makes me cough anyways. Okay, let's talk about color grading because I love color grading. I think you guys like color grading too. And more specifically, let's talk about a noob mistake that we all make from time to time. I noticed myself doing this just a couple months ago. I had my preset and then I kept tweaking it and tweaking it and tweaking it, and all of a sudden I had this color grade that looked nothing like I started with, and it had gone way too far. And I didn't even notice. LUTs are a really, really great way to start. I use LUTs in every single video of mine. You can even get the exact same LUTs that I use. I think I'm right now using mostly the Cinema LUT from the Cine LUTs 2.0 pack. That's kind of my go-to LUT right now. But this is what happens with a lot of people with LUTs or presets, especially if you're filming in log. You shoot your stuff, you put it on your computer.
Log is essentially Pro Tune flat for your GoPro.
And you bring it into your editing program, and then you slap on a LUT, and then you start tweaking it to the point where the colors look vibrant or kind of like saturated enough. But the problem is, at that point, it's just way too strong. That LUT is way too strong on your footage, and you're most likely looking like an Oompa Loompa at this point, which I've warned you guys a few times about. But yeah, it still happens quite a bit. And the fix here is actually really, really simple, but it's something that a lot of people miss. And that's to add saturation before you use a LUT or before you put on your preset. Especially if you're filming in log. Log is very, very desaturated. There's like no saturation at all. And there's also not very much contrast. And people can see that there's not much contrast, so they'll fix the contrast, but they forget to add saturation. And then they try to add saturation.
Yes, color correct before you add your LUT.
With their preset, and that's when you start going way too heavy-handed with your preset or your LUT. Or sometimes people, especially people filming on Sonys, I see a lot of Sony users do this. They put on the preset and it's just not saturated enough. The colors aren't vibrant enough, and the people kind of look like zombies instead of Oompa Loompas, which is not good either. You don't want the people in your videos to look like they're dead. That's not a good look. You need to add saturation. And you don't want to go obviously too far with this, but you do need to add quite a bit. And this is a little bit of a pro tip here. When you export and upload to YouTube or Vimeo or wherever you're uploading, you end up losing a little bit of saturation in that process. So you need to add more saturation to compensate for that saturation that you're gonna lose in the process of exporting and uploading. So almost always when you look at my edit, the footage on the computer in the timeline, it looks too saturated. It looks like I need to take that saturation down a little bit, but then once I export and upload it, it goes to a nice normal level where the colors are vibrant but not overly crazy vibrant either. So saturation is just one of those things that I think people forget about. We all remember contrast because that's really obvious, but you don't necessarily think about colors because they're a little bit more abstract, and saturation just, it brings out all those natural colors, those natural tones. And with color grading, less is always more. The more subtle your look is, the better. When I'm using a LUT or a preset, a lot of times I'm only using it at like 20 to 40% power.
Yeah, right there. If you're using a LUT, how much were you using? I bet most of you were trying to use 100%. Don't use 100% of a LUT, you don't need it. Especially with like skin tones. If you got people in your shot, you shouldn't be going over 30% with a LUT. It just morphs the colors way too much.
Power level. So I'm bringing it way, way down, and just that little tweak makes a really big difference. But if you don't have enough saturation and contrast to begin with, then that little tweak of 20 to 40% of your LUT is not gonna look that great. So please, take my advice, learn from my mistakes, don't go overboard with your LUTs. Just use saturation beforehand so you don't have those awkward moments where you look like you've had 10 layers of spray tan. Yeah, that's not a good look. Less is more. Keep it natural. Keep it simple. That's what I've learned over the last couple months, or relearned. You keep relearning things all the time. You've never learned enough.
If you're curious how I did that intro sequence, it's just aperture 300D with this little barn door.
Yeah, and you know, this dude's Peter McKinnon's buddy. You know, like they filmed this, or they were filming in the same studio for a while, and you know how to light their scene. You know, like he just did a basic video, but he still used all kinds of lighting. But right now, I got this fucking light. Bam. But yeah, Cinecom is a good channel. Do lots of funny tutorials on how things, you know, like black veins from Stranger Things.
Brought to you by
Hey you! I see that you don't have.
the last detail. We are going to add some skin rash which follows the veins. To do this, you can duplicate the original clip one more time and place this on top of everything. Set the blending mode to overlay and the opacity to around 35%. Next, create a small mask that covers the beginning of the veins. Enable the animations for the mask path and animate the mask further in time so that it opens up together with the veins. Also, don't forget to feather it a bunch. And if the rash isn't red enough, you can also add the lumetri effect and add some tint to it. Whew! Damn, that was longer than I thought. But you can't deny it's a super cool effect.
Janik! Janik! Oh.
And that was it for today, guys.
You know, just dumb little tutorials. But I've learned a bunch from them. They do After Effects and Premiere Pro tutorials. I've only opened After Effects a few times. Exactly, Artemis, like 30%. But I think, yeah, my last playground video, I dropped a LUT on it at like, I think 30%. And everybody was like, man, what GoPro are you using? It looks so good. And I literally didn't do anything different, you know, like a basic color grade and a LUT. Do it right, it looks fucking badass. But while we were chilling here, I did get a notification from the fucking guy.
When I was a kid, I used to stare out the car window and pretend that I was flying.
First time I actually heard it said.
No car, no road, just me darting in and out of the trees, over the hills, over the streams. Let's just stare out the window for a while.
Backwards vibes they give me fucking right here. That shadow. Yeah, when John showed this to me a little bit ago, That was the first thing I said, was perfect fucking song choice. So I agree, Artemis. So fucking close. Yeah, definitely gravy. John's figuring out the speed ramping for sure. Oh! Right about now, he's probably blind. And then he gets video back. Like, oh shit, there's a gap there. Oh, I think I could get it. Oh shit! Badass. Like. He's trying to show me this fucking... It's tried to show me this like 5 times. I don't want to see that shit. I did this edit for the chick that I'm talking to, Cooper, and she needs like a little promo video to submit to event venues and whatnot. was like, what, the second or third edit I did on this new computer, and it took me like 10 minutes, I think. It took me 10 minutes to like chop it out and speed ramp, and then it took 30 seconds to export. And it tripped me the fuck out because normally that shit would have taken all night. Luxie, thanks again for those bottles. I gotta show you what Luxie brought me. Yep, those fucking the OG ones, dude. Fucking look like champagne bottles. Yeah, he fucking hooked it up. It was like super close to fucking the flight. So thanks again, Lux. We're gonna go back and watch an old Ben TK video for those of you who don't know who this guy is. His last video is fucking ridiculous. Dude, have you seen it? Yeah, what? Dude, just the intro. I'll just play the intro and I'll make you guys go watch it.
In this world to visit for different reasons.
I played this last
whether it be to feel the warmer weather on tropical islands or to experience the diverse cultures and landscapes that differ from home. But sometimes those places, they can choose us too. Ben?
Yeah. That shit is fucking crazy. I can't imagine how long that shit. Dogs are fucking yelling at somebody. I'll let you guys watch this.
สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Bangkok. Welcome everybody to come to this.
They stay in Bangkok, they can find a lot of people also. The people they come from everywhere, right? Some of them they just like being alone. They can find new people because they want to new experience, right? Like this, you know. Then they can go, they can move together, make the good friend, good deal. Then wow, like that, you know.
Like that. Yeah, that was an older one. His newer ones are that one and then might have watched because of the Mavic.
Rain and thunderstorms spread right through, heaviest north of the divide and in the south. This rapidly increases around Melbourne later in the day.
For years, run and gun filmmaking has been all I've known. See a beautiful moment and capture it before it's gone forever. In order not to miss a moment of spontaneous beauty, I need gear that can be quickly set up and provide me with quality visuals to do the moment justice. And that's the Mavic 2. With the Mavic 2 Pro's 1-inch sensor Hasselblad camera being capable of shooting 10-bit D-Log, I've been able to capture professional looking images for my videos. Something I'd been really excited to see in a compact drone. Shooting 10-bit D-Log made color grading lots of fun and giving me so much flexibility in post. I've been continuously blown away with the image quality that I get from this amazing little drone. But the Mavic 2 Pro isn't the real hero here. There is also the Mavic 2 Zoom, which has 2x optical zoom and 4x digital lossless zoom in 1080p, which means no loss of quality over the zoom. I actually found myself using the zoom a lot more than the Pro, as it opened up a whole new world of possibilities. Just like this sweet dolly zoom effect. The ability to zoom in to 48mm on a drone gave my shots an awesome cinematic look. And by combining the zoom and the active track function, I was able to capture some amazing new perspectives. The hyperlapse feature in both drones has allowed me to show the unique motions of our world. Over the last couple of months, I've used the Mavic 2 for all of my brand work, weddings, and all my recent travel videos with stunning image quality. But there is one problem with the Mavic 2 series. If I could only pick between the Pro and the Zoom, I wouldn't know which one to choose. But maybe you can. The Mavic 2 is now on sale until June 30th. So if you've been pondering whether or not you should get one, now is the best time to add it to your next adventure. So head...
I guess you better get a Mavic 2. It is 10 after. I'm going to end it early tonight. Thanks again for stopping by, you guys. Get out there and film some cool shit with your drones or your phones, anything you got that shoots video. Later.